Well, good evening, fellow scrappers, scrappets, planet lovers, recyclers, and everybody else. I know this is an odd time for me to go live. I usually go live Sunday mornings fairly early, but this Sunday, of course, is Easter Sunday, and I haven't really gotten many lives up this week. I've been awfully sick. Some kind of sinus garbage. Anyway, so today what I am doing, and I thought I would share it with you, is I am stripping shielded RAM. I started doing e-scrap selling. I put a lot of e-scrap into my eBay store, which is CT Band Instruments on eBay. For those of you who are new to us, I am a music teacher and I have instruments on eBay. For those of you who are new to us, I am a music teacher and I own a music school and a music studio. And I do e-scrapping in the morning, usually. Yes, Fibbin Zero, it's all DDR5. It's all server RAM. I'm in the process of actually filling 2 orders. Here's the first order. This is 10 pounds of RAM. This is all shielded RAM that I took the heat shields off of them, and that's actually going to one of our fellow TikTok creators. So, I have these to do, and I thought I'd hang up maybe a little bit and chat with you guys. So, ooh, noisy little thing. I have been busy as, guys. I've been sick all week, which didn't really help any. So I haven't gotten really much in the way of content up. But I wanted to show you, it takes very little time to get these heat shields off. You can use heat if you want to. You don't really need to. Just like that. So I am selling RAM in 10-pound lots. And I am sold out. This is actually already sold. I have to fill an order, which is why I'm up so late. But it really doesn't take much time at all, guys, to clean this stuff up. So, hello, Steve. Welcome. So, as I said, I thought I would go on live for a little bit and just show you what I'm working on. For those of you who are new to our channel and new to what I'm doing, I am D-Scraps, E-Scraps on both YouTube and TikTok. I have an eBay store. It's called Connecticut Band Instrument Services. I am in the process of getting another website set up. I actually have a Facebook page called thecomputerscrapper.com. We're gonna change that into a store. Look how good, that's a piece of cake. Nice and easy to clean, right? This is all clean aluminum, guys. I have been sick all week, and I'm sorry. I felt well enough to actually try and do a live tonight. But this stuff comes right off. Look at that. So I actually have a good-sized tote ready to go to the scrapyard. So I'll get this clean aluminum. RAM is selling. Oh, what is RAM selling at right now? RAM is selling, I think, at $32, $33 a pound on board sort. And any of the e-scrap that I'm actually selling, I sell at the same price as if I was going to sell it to board sort. And I'd rather sell it to some of my friends here on TikTok. Who might be into gold recovery. I've got some really nice clean backplane boards, PCI cards, I've got some beautiful server boards, and I have them all up for sale on the eBay store. Now, what I will do, because this is such an odd time for me to go live, and it really is I'll post this live on my YouTube channel, which is the same, D-Scraps, E-Scraps. This is super easy to scrap out, guys. Some people will heat them. You really don't actually need to. I do want to remind you that you should be very careful. You want to always push things down and away from you, because you can really, you can get hurt. 2 skinny screwdrivers, pop it open, boom. This thermal paste is really of no concern. You can scrape it off if you want, but it doesn't matter. I've got a big tote out in the car ready to go to the scrapyard tomorrow, all filled with the casings from the other 10 pounds that I did. It's a little bit tedious, and it's certainly boring as heck. Hey Michelle, how are you? Welcome. So I am in Connecticut, so it is 9 o'clock my time, so probably a couple hours behind me in other parts of the country, and I know my friends overseas are sound asleep right about now. But see how quickly this shielded RAM, guys, is really worth getting the heat shields off and selling. My opinion, BoardSort will pay, I believe, $11 for shielded RAM, but they paid $32 for clean RAM. So I'm actually in the process. I sold, oh my god, I sold, I think I sold 40 pounds of RAM today. So I've got to get the rest of this cleaned, and I got to get a box shipped tomorrow morning. I can't go to bed till I get all this stuff done. I will have this, this video will be up on my YouTube, YouTube, yeah, my mouth don't want to work today, YouTube channel as well. I mean, there's nothing easier to do than pop off these heat shields. And look at this, this is good, chunky RAM, super chunky. That is a chunky, heavy piece of RAM. That is not a rubbishy RAM. No rubbishy RAM in this store. 2:15 a.m. in the UK. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's why I'm going to make sure this, I put this in my, if I don't go over an hour, which I don't plan on doing, I can repost the live. But if I go over an hour, I can't, but I can post it on my, my YouTube. So it's really super easy, and I'm not heating these. I'm not even heating these to get the thermal paste off. And I know this is a little boring watching me do the same thing. My point is, look how quickly I can get this done. It doesn't take very long at all. And I can, this stuff, I do clean it before I send it to the scrapyard. But this just cleans right off. Look at that. A nice clean aluminum, and yeah, that'll go off to the scrapyard maybe in the morning. I don't know. They were closed today, which means it's going to be a zoo in there tomorrow. I don't know. I may just take a scrapyard break. But you can rapidly turn $9 a pound into $32. I mean, why wouldn't you? You make it look so easy. Fair play to you. Well, I've been doing this a while. And, Michelle, I've done this by just watching other people on YouTube. Patrick William had a really good video out. He broke down this huge honkin' Dell server. Man, the thing was like, it was like this thick. It was huge. Thanks for the like, Michelle. I appreciate that. I mean, already, guys, just in the few minutes we've been online, which is like 5 or 6 minutes. Look at all that. That's at least a pound of nice clean there. I'm going to put it over there. The thermal paste doesn't really matter because this is being sold for scrap and not for, not for reuse. This all came out of those beautiful Sun Oracle servers that we've been working with. Everybody's asking for RAM, so I wound up just taking those and I broke them all down. I've got the boards for sale. I've got the backplane boards for sale. I've got the PCI cards for sale. All in my eBay store, which is Connecticut CT Band Instruments. And that is on eBay. I am working on a couple of other things that are off of eBay. My website is actually, literally, and I kid you not, thecomputerscrapper.com. I don't know how I was lucky enough to get that, but I was. And I have some plans to put an e-scrap store up, and I'm in a very fortunate spot. I don't get a lot of free e-scrap, but I do have, bingo, I do have 2 or 3 IT guys who I work with, big IT companies too. As a matter of fact, I added another one today, which I'm really excited about. And I buy old, unusable e-scrap. I buy things that are outdated. I buy things that are broken. I buy things nobody else wants. And I really get them very inexpensively. I think one thing that you really got to be aware of is your pricing. Michelle, somebody else said that too. I think what I would suggest is searching for a particular item, like searching for RAM or searching for e-waste or e-scrap or something along that too. But that I think eBay changed their policy is what I think. But pretty soon I'm going to have the second store up. It'll be thecomputerscrapper.com. Got a little bit of work on that. You took apart phones? Really? Oh no, Michelle. Servers are very easy to take apart, actually. I think one thing that really is important, guys, whether it's my website or my videos or my channel or someone else's, if you're looking to buy e-scrap, buy servers, buy computers, buy whatever, find out what's in there. Look at the pictures. Look at the amount of RAM that's in there. Look at the heat sink. Is it copper? Is it aluminum? Look at the board itself. Is it a single socket board? Is it a double socket board? Is it a telecom grade board? And kind of price out, if I was to buy item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what am I going to make out of it? And I know what I'm going to make before I'm going to go and spend it, So, So like I said, not to be redundant and boring, you guys know I don't like to do that. I like to kind of mix it up a little bit, but I wanted to show you how quickly I can turn a few dollars into a lot of dollars just by cleaning this up. And it's not hard. I didn't even heat this to remove the thermal paste. Just 2 screwdrivers. And I do clean this off before I put it into the, I've got the bucket in the car is clean already. I gotta clean this. It cleans off really easy. The server RAM cleans off really, really easily. And how we doing? It takes 11 of these to make a pound. So I've got probably 2 pounds already. That's $32 as opposed to $9. So, yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been live very much lately, guys. This week I really have been kind of sinus garbage going on. I'm pretty sure it's just allergies, but I was really suffering with it, and I didn't want to go at videos sounding like this, you know, because that's just really gross for you guys to sit there and listen to me sniff. Look at that cleans right off there, boom. I'm actually, the reason I'm doing this particular set of things tonight is because I have an order for 10 pounds of RAM that I have to ship in the morning. So I can't go to bed till I get all this stuff cleaned up, you know? But Tom on the iScrap app actually did a video similar to this the other day, a couple of days ago. He owns Rockaway Scrapyard, which is in Rockaway, New Jersey. Look at that, boom. Like I said, this little bit of thermal paste, that doesn't matter, because this is getting sold for gold recovery, and that'll make it. Look at that. That's all clean aluminum, guys. It's another pound right there. So not only have I increased the value of the RAM, I'll get myself some clean aluminum too. Not bad, huh? I turned $9 a pound into $32 a pound all day. Hello, Curious. Welcome. Well, welcome to everybody who's joined the live. I'm sorry if I don't see your comments or anything go by. If you have a question, please, by all means, do leave it in the comments. I really do read them. If I don't get back to you, it's just because I just didn't see it. Going live is hard. You know, you're concentrating on the work you're doing. You're trying to watch the comments and trying to thank your users. And I kid you not, guys, when I listed this today, hello, Fear Franz, welcome. When I listed this stuff today on eBay, I kid you not, I sold the RAM within like 10 minutes of listing it. I had two 10-pound lots. One I sold to one of our friends here on the channel. And I'm very happy for him to have gotten it. And then the other one, I just went to some other, somebody over on eBay. I got a lot of stuff up for sale now, though, guys. I have beautiful server boards. The nice thing is you don't have to pay as much as, in shipping. Because I've taken care of that for you. I've taken the servers apart. Back there with your friends. Look at that. I don't know if I'm going to get out to the scrapyard tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to get to the scrapyard tomorrow. I'm hoping the weather is nice. I really want to work in the yard. It has been so cold here in Connecticut. I don't ever remember a winter as cold as this one. Just bitter, bitter cold. It's been a very cold spring, too. It started out really nice today. This morning was nice. By this afternoon, it was cold again. Mother Nature is just annoyed with us all, I think. Yeah, and this stuff comes off really easily off the server RAM, and it doesn't really make a big mess. So I'm gonna grab another server, guys, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just pulling the RAM. I'm not dismantling the entire server because, for me, if somebody orders something for me, I want to make a priority, get it shipped, and I want to get the ship tomorrow morning for the buyer. So if you give me a moment, I'm just going to run and grab another server. I'll be back in 1 minute. Not even. things are Godzilla heavy. Ugh. Don't need to join a gym. So this is one of those Sun microservers that I've been working in. For those of you who've been following along, we bought 50 of them. They're old, outdated technology. I scrapped out the ones that do not work, and I'm attempting to resell the ones that do. But right now, like I said, I've got an order to fill, so it's going to have to get scrapped. Alright, so these are, I'll show you, this is, I'm not going to scrap the whole thing out because I've done a couple of videos on that already, but this is a Sun Oracle server, and these are, I think the date we found on them was, hang on a second. Like I said, I'm not going to scrap out the server, I'm just going to grab the RAM. This has a manufacturer's date of 2010. The older servers are really, yes, it is a beast. It is indeed a beast. It's got a pure copper heatsink. It weighs 0.08 ounces. Copper is $3.49 a pound at the yard right now. I've got 50 of these. Don't know if I'm going to sell them or hold them. Like right now, I know I need the RAM, so I have to, I have to get at this because I got to get 10 pounds of this. I have to have 10 pounds of cleaned RAM ready to ship tomorrow morning. So let me just grab these. I did try reselling these. I have not had a lot of success. It's old technology and nobody wants it. It's as simple as that. So I have tried to resell them. I mean, not even a nibble. But I have tried to resell them. I mean, not even a nibble. But when I tell you guys to make sure, when you look at the pictures and see what's in there, I saw the amount of RAM, I saw the copper heatsink, I know these are nice gold-fingered cards, and I know that this is a high-grade telecom board. I knew that before I bought the unit because I looked at the pictures. I went to the guy who I bought them from and I said, "Can I just see one?" Which popped the cover. So I knew I wasn't going to lose money. And when you have a channel, you have to you have to provide content, and so I picked these up cheap. I'm not going to lose money on them, but this is a module card. I have these for sale too. I have these 5 pounds of these for sale. It's just a separate card. This board is a high-grade telecom board. They are Borschwert's paying $7 and change right now per pound. Beautiful board inside. I got the PCI cards here. The fans, there's really no resale at all. I've tried, believe me. I'm sold out of RAM right now, Ms. Michelle. I don't mind shipping overseas. Always glad to do it, but that's why I'm doing this right now. I'm frantically trying to get this other 10 pounds of RAM ready to ship tomorrow morning. I kid you not. I don't think I even had it listed for 10 minutes before it sold. I almost always try to make it available to my subscribers first. You guys always know before I ship it onto eBay. I always put a little video blurb up so you know that it's going. Alright, so we're going to bust down 16 more of these. And then I'll show you what else I'm up to. I'm a hobby scrapper, guys. I really don't do this full time, although it sure feels it lately. I'm a music teacher by profession. I taught public school music for many, many years. Whoops, come back here. And I left teaching early earlier than I wanted to. I had an injury to a vocal cord, so I couldn't teach music anymore, and then my mom took sick, so I wound up having to work from home to take care of Mom. And e-scrap, I don't even know how I fell into it, but it was e-scrap that allowed me to stay home and take care of my mom. It was great. I could be home with her, and I was able to make enough money to keep my teaching studio open. So I do that in the afternoon. I go in, I have a couple of lessons a day. Primarily, we rent band instruments. So, like I said, I do this in the morning usually, and then that in the afternoon. I'd like to welcome everybody who has joined our live. I know, like I said, it's an odd time for a live, and I am going to repost the live on my YouTube channel and TikTok. Feels good to go live. It's an odd, like I said, it's a very odd time for me to go live. I usually don't go live at this time. Usually I'm an early morning liver. I usually do my live. I go out and do my school runs and so forth. But like I said, I really have to get this. I had to get this order ready for tonight. I want to ship it tomorrow morning. The guy who bought it for me is into precious metal recovery. That's the name of his. He has a precious metal recovery company, and. That's probably a pound of aluminum already. I'm very lucky, guys. I live near 3... Jasmine, how's your play, Ms. Michelle? Let me guess, saxophone. So this shielded rim is so easy to clean. I mean, why would I ever sell it for $9 a pound when I can sell it for $32? Look, that's clean. It's clean! Why would I ever sell it for $9 a pound when I can sell it for $32? Look, that's clean. It's clean! It really doesn't take long. Those servers, I'll scrap the rest of them, but just not tonight, obviously. Like I said, I gotta get this order done. I got a bunch of back planes. A tambourine at the back. I was flag carrier. Well, somebody had to carry the flag, Michelle. What part of the UK are you from? I have never had the pleasure of visiting the UK. It is on my to-do list. I have visited Ireland. I actually went. My mother and I went right after my father had passed. It was one of the first trips we did together, and we actually went because we wanted to research some of the family genealogy. And my mother's grandparents were from Ireland, and we went to Trinity College. We did some genealogy research. We found that my mother and I both actually qualified for dual citizenship. But at the time, I didn't opt for that, but I could. We have, on my mother's side of the family, we have all the records from the family coming in from Ellis Island. Her grandmother was from Ireland, and her father was from Ireland. And my dad, his parents, both of his parents were from Italy. They both came in through Ellis Island. been to Italy too. Really a lovely country. Oh my God, the food. Oh, I almost didn't come home. I had a chance to stay because I was a teacher, and I could have stayed in an educator abroad program and stayed for a year over there. But my brother, who lived around the corner from me, has had 3 very young children, and I loved being an aunt, so I came home, hung out with the kids for the summer. It was great, and never quite got back to the educator abroad program. Lovely country, though. Both are on my list of things to do, to return to. I threw my coins in the Trevi Fountain, so I'll have to return to Rome. We had an audience with the Pope. That was really cool. Cork. So, my ancestry is actually what they call Black Irish, the Colleens. So we actually went to Spanish Point. Now my mother was very fair-skinned, blue eyes, green eyes actually. She had green eyes, beautiful green eyes, and she was very fair in complexion. But I have the dark complexion, the dark Irish, the dark brown eyes, the whole 9 yards. We actually went over to see Spanish Point. That was a very interesting area. And that's actually where I believe my heritage is from. See how quickly this goes? I mean, it took me, what, 20 minutes to do this? Look at that. So, guys, clean your shielded RAM. It's worth it. All 3 of my nieces and nephews got the red hair. Now, it must have come from my mom's side of the family. As my mother's grandchildren all have reddish. Well, two. The boys both have red hair. Not my niece. She's blonde. But look at this. You just clean this right off there. Boom. Don't cut yourself. Look at that. Nice thing of aluminum. Beautiful shielded. Beautiful. Now it is naked RAM. Oh my God, our RAM is naked. But, you know, gotta change $9 a pound into $32 a pound. Right? Just like that, guys. Hey, Custom Computers, how are you? Got big plans for Easter? You coming to Connecticut? Yes, a tidy bit of work indeed. Well, I was sitting here doing this, and I realized I hadn't put any lives up this week. Like I said, I feel much better. Actually, today's the first day I felt well, but I have been miserably sick all week with sinuses and coughing and sneezing, and who needs that on a live? I'm gonna look. See, easy peasy, guys. Probably going to do one more, and then I'm going to call it a night because I'll be close enough that I can finish up in the morning, and I will get the rest of my orders out, which always makes me happy. I didn't expect it to sell 10 minutes within listing it, and yeah, I've got a couple of videos up, short posts of some of the stuff that's in my eBay store. I can sell it to a company called Board Sort here in the States, and they're very good, by the way. have a very good working relationship with WordSort. But if I can sell it and get into the hands of, my fellow scrappers here, I'm certainly going to try and do that. Alright, we're going to do one more, guys, okay? And then, not yet. Playing games with my daughter. What are you playing? Are you playing Watch Scrappy D? Yeah, I'm sorry I've missed chatting with you, Custom Computer. I've been sick all week. But I finally felt well enough that I could make a live without sounding like I was going to die. Alright guys, we're going to go grab one more server. We'll do one more set of RAM. And then I too am going to say sayonara and good night. Right back. Yeah, these things are heavy as. Something you can do to lighten it up a little bit when you're moving servers and stuff. You can just take the power supplies out. It makes it a lot easier to move the thing. These power supplies, guys, just by the way, there's hundreds and thousands of them on eBay. So what I do, I'm going to take the gold fingers, just like that. And just like that. Oops. I think my cutters are dull. And I've got a truck full. I don't think I'm going to go to the yard tomorrow, though. I think I'm going to wait till Monday. I really just don't feel like it. I'm not doing anything for Easter. I'm home. So, I'm just going to sell this as power supply without wires. That's all going out to the truck, but not tonight. So, there's millions of these on eBay, so why bother, Some dice games she made for she's 4. Oh my gosh. What's your grandson doing up at 2 o'clock your time there? Alright. There is no resale on these fans, guys. Don't even bother. You can, if you really want to, knock them apart. There's a copper motor in there. I do not. I just sell them just as they are. I sell them as shred. That's what the yard's going to buy them as. So, it's going to be the way she goes. Look at that. Now, I knew what was in these when I bought them. I went up and I spoke to the guy before I bought the whole batch of them, and to make sure that I was going to get my money's worth out, which, by the way, I certainly have. You got to know what you're doing. If you get stuck buying e-scrap, which kind of is annoying, you're not going to make money unless you really know what you're doing. Custom Computers, what part of the country are you actually in? I forgot. I know you told me and I've forgotten. Alright, so we're going to pull this shielded RAM. We're going to clean these. That's 16 sticks to shielded RAM. And it's, you know what? This is, look how chunky this stuff is. This is heavy. That's very heavy RAM. So to make 10 pounds of that is going to be not too hard. I counted, I think it was 100 and something sticks. So, we'll get these out real quick. Good night. I'll talk to you soon. Wales. Wow. And hello, 67785 blah 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 GG. Welcome, welcome. As I said, this is just an odd time for me to be on live. But I had all these to do, and I was bored, and I get lonely, so I like to do a live so I have people to talk to, because it's fun. Hello, James. Welcome. Like I said, I'll finish up this last batch of RAM, and I'll either do one more set, or this will be it for the night, depending how I feel. Like I said, and that is, by the way, a pure copper heatsink. Underneath this is a Sun Microsystems CPU, but it's soldered to the board. It's not removable. These boards are for sale, guys. They're high-grade telecom boards. They're in my eBay store. Really great for gold recovery. By the end of the night, I've got to have another box like this ready to go. This is actually going to our friend the Southern Scrapper. He bought that from me, and then I have another order just like it to send out tomorrow morning. That's good because my mortgage is due. Got to pay the mortgage here. All right, here we go. So we have 16 sticks of RAM. Let me just clear the aluminum out of the way. This, sometimes thermal paste is really messy, like off the CPUs and stuff, but honestly, on most of the servers, it's really not. It's almost like tape. How much for a box of RAM? I'm selling RAM at $32 a pound, which is the board sort price. I am sold out at the moment. Matter of fact, that's what I'm actually doing right now, is I'm processing this RAM to be shipped out tomorrow morning. I am sold out of RAM. However, I am picking up more servers at the beginning of the week, and just keep an eye in my eBay store. It's CT Band Instruments, and as soon as I get some more, I'll list it. Usually I give you guys here on TikTok, anybody who is a subscriber of mine is going to get a good heads up that it's coming. Thank you, Comfortable. Appreciate that. And, hello, Thomas. Welcome. All right, let's go. Let's go. It's getting to be almost 10 o'clock here. Oh, so past my bedtime. Like I said, I just got on a roll, and I said, I should share this with you guys so you see how quick and easy it is to clean up shielded RAM. Piece of cake, right? This is all that we've done in the video so far, guys. I have it lie in here so we see kind of a running total of how much we've done. Doesn't take long. I don't heat this because I don't really need to. With the server RAM, this stuff just peels right off, and it's really not very messy. It's more of a tape than the thermal paste. The thermal paste that's on the bottom of CPUs and stuff, yeah, that's really messy. And you can just clean this off really quick. Because I'm going to sell this as clean aluminum, but if I leave the thermal paste off on it, they'll probably downgrade me. Thanks for all the likes and stuff, guys. It's really nice. I appreciate it. Usually I do my lives early Sunday mornings. Sometimes I go on during the week. I tend to be that early bird person. Have your cup of coffee with watch Scrappy D's live. Because I like to go on. I like to do my live. And then I usually have to go out in the morning and do my school deliveries. Good morning, Angel Lewis. Thank you so much. Welcome. Like I said, how to turn $9 a pound into $32 a pound, guys, in no time flat. Look at that. Some people will try to pop these clips off. I find that to be more difficult than what I'm doing. you know. And I do take a quick look. I do try to clean most of the garbage off. And again, the thermal paste is going to peel. And then I'll have nice clean aluminum. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I just want to get through this pile of RAM. I gotta have a 10-pound box ready to ship out tomorrow morning. And I'm selling my e-scrap pretty much at board sort price, guys. Board sort price plus my eBay fees and shipping. So I'm really not gouging anybody. I think my pricing is very fair. I've got some really nice backplane boards. I've got some PCI cards. I always try to make them available and let you guys know about it first. You know, worst case scenario, if I need to raise funds, yeah, I'll ship it out the board sort, of course. But I know so many of us in the gold community are looking for stuff, especially right now. I don't do refining. I sell to people who do refining. Hello, Nick. Hi, Angel Lewis. How are you? Thank you those of you who have sent assorted gifts and whatever. That's very kind of you. It's appreciated. Yeah, so I would say I'm going to need, I think I figured each one of these weighs about 1.5 ounces, I think. I think it takes, no, wait a minute, that's wrong. It takes 40 to make a pound, but this is server RAM. So it's like super, super chunky, and it weighs a lot more than like desktop RAM, you know. So, tell you, man, we're cooking with gas here, huh? We are cooking with gas. I hope everybody has some nice plans for the Easter weekend. I plan on trying to get out and do some yard work after I go to church. But, I tell you, we have had the coldest winter I can remember. I live in Connecticut, which is in the northeastern part of the United States, and boy, it has been cold. Got out for a little while today, and then by 4 o'clock it was cold again. We're just waiting for that. Just waiting for that spring to make up its mind and actually just get here and stay here. You know. Hi, Golden. What do I do with the RAM? I sell it. I sell it on eBay. I sell it here on TikTok as well. I always put a post up when I have some available. This is already spoken for. I've got an order for 10 pounds that I got to send out tomorrow morning, which is why I decided to go live to show you guys how easy it was to break the heat shields off and really just make a much better profit. This stuff just comes off. This isn't real. I don't think it's paste. I think it's a tape, and I try to get that off too, so it's nice and clean for my buyer. And again, when you go to clean this. This is all nice, clean aluminum, and this just comes right off of there. I'll clean that before I take it to the scrapyard. It's dark outside. I don't want to go outside at night. I'm afraid of skunks. Right now, I usually Golden. I go with whatever price board sort is offering, which I think right now is $32 a pound. Clean RAM. The shielded RAM I think is like 9 pounds, or it might even be $11 a pound. I can't remember, $9 or $11 a pound. I don't remember offhand. So the purpose of this video was to show how quickly you can clean shielded RAM and turn a much better profit. This will also be on my YouTube channel as well. Okay. I've got 3 or 4 more servers to take the RAM out of. I don't know, maybe I'll do one more before I head off to bed. It's Saturday. I don't have anything pressing tomorrow. I don't even want to bother going to the yard. I don't want to. And good morning, David at Big Dave's Speed Shop. Don't be afraid. Welcome. Yeah, I hope you guys will like and subscribe. I usually go live on Sunday mornings, but I don't know if I will this Sunday because it is Easter, of course. Here, Easter Sunday for me, anyway. I don't know. And anything else? Look at that. This is all just in the time I've been live. Right? It is easy peasy, guys. Sometimes you have to heat these a little bit just to loosen the thermal paste, but these have been no difficulty at all. Thanks for the like, Big Dave. I appreciate that. We're trying to just show how quickly $9 a pound becomes $32 a pound. I do sell e-scrap, guys. As I said, I do try to make it available to the gold community here on TikTok and YouTube and everywhere else. If it doesn't sell and I need to raise cash, I can certainly sell it to Board Sort. But I'm in Connecticut, they're in Ohio, so shipping gets to be a little bit expensive, of course. Yeah, flying. Well, I didn't want to be dragging me arse on my live here. Been dragging it all week. Gold! I'll tell you, though, boy, more and more people are trying to get into gold refining. Unless you know what you're doing, guys, it is very, very dangerous. Please do your research before you get into doing such a thing. Yeah, I am not comfortable doing it. It's not my thing. This is what I like to do. I'd rather sell it to somebody who wants to refine it to gold. Just like that. All right. Shall I go get one more pile? Why not? I got another half an hour left in me. Why not? All right, I'm gonna go get into the server. Like I said, I will be scrapping out the rest of that server, just not tonight. My priority is this order that I have. This order that I have. I want to get this order out to the customer. We bought a pallet of Sun Oracle servers. Welcome, Tiger Shirk. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of depopulating except for you somebody take the fingers off these power supplies, because I'm going to sell those. I mean, these are getting sold tomorrow as power, or Monday maybe. I'm going to go as a power supply with no wires, and I'm not giving them me gold fingers. So I'm just going to dip those off real quick. 1, 2, whoops, it went that way, folks, and 3. I'll eventually sell the gold fingers too when I've got enough. And the yard doesn't care. So that's going to be a power supply with no wires. There's not much recovery in these, I already know because I took one apart. 50,000 opinions on what to do with power supplies. I Hello, Bert. I usually will, what I usually do is like I'll take one apart to see if it's going to be worth it. Sometimes you get a lot of copper and a lot of aluminum recovery in these. But this particular set, now they weren't real. I have no idea where that went. Whew. I'll find it when I sweep the floor. Alright. Into the jar with your friends. Into the bucket with your friends. And these were fantastic. I got a good deal on these. Again, it's outdated technology, guys. And the other reason I'm stripping these is I'm stripping all the ones that I know do not work. I have 25 working units that I'm trying to sell. I don't think they're going to sell because I don't think anybody wants them because it's outdated technology. Nobody wants old stuff. Everybody wants new. So, you know, if you're trying to get into this whole computer recycling game, best thing to do is find yourself an IT person and you know, get working with them and offer to help them remove equipment and see what they'll give you. Sometimes they don't want it either. They don't have the room for it. And that's really where I have done well, is offering to come and help them remove the old technology. I'll take it to the dump, the monitors and stuff that I don't want. And, you know, then they take the outdated stuff and they break it down. I resell what I can, and the rest goes to board sort. Depending how the finances are, if I need to move stuff, you know, I need to move stuff, but I try to make it available to you guys first if I can. I don't think I'm going to get through the rest of this video. I'm getting tired. Happy tired. Been a good day. But, yeah, let me get this order out for the morning. And, I've got big bins in my basement, and in each bin, you know, I've got like backplane boards, I've got gold finger cards, I've got the copper heat sinks, you know, there's a little bit of stuff. So if you want to see what's available, take a look into my eBay store. It's CT Band Instruments. I think if you just look up like gold recovery, you probably will find some of my items. Right now, all of the RAM I have is spoken for. This is sold. I have to fill an order for tomorrow morning for 10 pounds of RAM. See how easy that is? Oh no. I hate when this happens. Sorry guys, just want to yeah, I'm actually working on a second. I've got a few irons in the fire right now. Trying to get enough e-scrap in stock to make it worth it, and I don't think that's going to be a problem. But I have my website is thecomputerscrapper.com. My eBay store is under Connecticut Band Instruments. Look at that, nice and clean. Boom, done. You know, if you want to sell this as clean aluminum, you got to get the thermal paste off, just like that. I'll do that in the morning. My priority is this. Hello, board talk. Hello. I'm sorry, I can't see this. Something Michaels, and I'm sorry, I just can't see it because of the background on the screen. So, you know, how to turn $9 into $32 all day, every day. When I sell e-scrap, guys, I pretty much sell it at whatever board sort is paying. They were like the first ones to the party. they were really the first ones to go online and start buying e-scrap. And they've made it really easy. See? Because I didn't heat this, it doesn't make a mess. You don't need to heat it. Because this is just, you know, just like that. Now that's a nice piece clean aluminum. I've got a good tote size full of aluminum, so I got the aluminum. I'm going to sell the RAM. Not bad. 10 pounds currently is $350, Fly Girl. That includes my shipping and everything else, but right now I'm sold out, so I don't have any in my eBay store right now because I'm completely sold out. I would say keep an eye. See? Keep an eye. It's my eBay store is CT Band Instruments. You can follow me on eBay there, and if there was something new, it'll notify you. I usually try to let you guys know here on TikTok if I put new stuff in the store. It's just right now that's the easiest option for me. See? Look at that, guys. This is what we've done just since we've been live tonight. That's probably 2 or 3 pounds. I've only got 7 more to go. The website is CT Band Instruments. It is on eBay, and I will, when I have more RAM available, what I'll do is I'll put a picture on the TikTok site here. I'll put a post, and I'll put the eBay item on it. See, I'm hoping to get the Computer Scrapper website back up online. I'm having a problem with GoDaddy. They botched up my billing. So my account is temporarily offline. It's going to get fixed. It's just a matter of time. Yes, Connecticut Band Instruments on eBay. Yes, correct. I do have, I have PCI cards. I have backplane boards. I've got some really good computer boards up for sale. And, you know, it's good because if you're looking to buy e-scrap, this way you don't, look at, see now, nice clean aluminum? If you're looking to buy e-scrap, you don't have to worry about shipping a server or shipping a computer. So, you know, hopefully it's a service that'll help you guys, I hope. Good morning. Welcome, Savannah. Easy peasy, guys. Look at that. I actually, I didn't realize how easy this was to do. Kicking myself in the derriere for how much money I've let go by selling shielded RAM. But, not anymore. Hello, Ozzy. Alright, 5 more to go, guys. Well, 6 more, I don't know. Whatever's there. Only a couple more to go. And then this girl's going to call it a day. See? You can do this. All you need is a crummy old pan and a couple of screwdrivers. Oh, and RAM. Yeah, I couldn't believe how quickly even the aluminum added up really fast. Really fast. I've got all the sort bins out in my pickup truck. But I have a feeling I'm going to just sort stuff over the weekend and probably go to the yard on Monday. You got this. You will be smiling posting these tomorrow. Well, this is actually, Michelle, this is actually already sold. Yes, I sold it this morning. But I want to get it. I want to get everything shipped tomorrow morning. It's not gonna. I don't think UPS is gonna move on Saturday. And then of course Sunday, of course, is a holiday. But I will feel better getting this to the store and knowing that first thing Monday morning it will be on its way to the buyer. That's important. See. I have 3 more. I have 2 more servers in the other room. But, you know. How many of these can you watch me do, huh? Yeah, I did not have to heat these, so I don't have a big mess. And again, you know, that's nice clean aluminum. 50 cents a pound right now. Yeah. We'll see. If it's nice out tomorrow, I really want to work on my yard. It's been so cold, I've not been able to get out and do any yard work. Oh, absolutely, Michelle. I've owned my own business for many, many years. I have a music school, my eBay store. I've been on eBay since eBay started. And, you know, you have to take care of your customers. There's an old saying in customer service: a happy customer will tell 10, an unhappy one will tell 100. See? This one is clean aluminum. Aluminum. Again, the opinions here are mine. You know, it's just what I've found. Only got a couple more to do. I would say I'm better than halfway through my order for tomorrow. And I'll probably get up in the morning and just finish it up. I'm an early riser anyway, habitually. Yes, John, it certainly does. Hello, Del. Yes, John, it certainly does. Hello, Del Winruda. And I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I probably did. Yeah, you know, you got to treat people the way you want to be treated. Absolutely. Yes, those. Thank you for the kind comment. Yes, I am feeling much better. Even this morning, I was still sick, but I feel much better. Whatever I was dealing with is finally broken. I think it's just springtime allergies. I really do, but I felt absolutely wretched all week. I didn't get any lives up at all. I just, you know, I didn't. It was not aesthetically pleasing. What? No more RAM? Oh, no. Okay, guys. Well, I would like to thank you very kindly for trimming. You know what? I'm going to do one more. I got one more in me. Why not? I got one more in me. Look at that. That's just since we started the live, guys. It's probably 5 pounds there. All right, let's go get one more. Why not? This is going to be the last one for the night. In it to win it. That's me. Hello, John. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. And again, guys, if you have a question and I didn't acknowledge it because, you know, when you're doing the live, you're trying to watch 5,001 things at once. Please feel free to message me. And if I can give you an intelligent answer, I will. Again, I'm going to take this out. I have a couple of hard drives in the front too, guys. And I figured all that in when I actually purchased these. You know, when you have a channel, you gotta have content. So every once in a while, I actually do have to just buy a couple things so I can, show them to you. I'm here to teach. And it's going to get sold. Power supply without wires. I've got 200 of them in my truck ready to go to the scrapyard probably on Monday, I think. Thanks, Marlon. Appreciate that. Hello, Walleye Up. Thank you very much for the like. Appreciate that. I mean, the yard doesn't care about these gold fingers, guys, but we do. And there is no resale on these. Believe me, I have tried. I really have. Alright. So these were, this was a pallet of Sun microservers I bought. And just for those of you who are just joining in, and these have a date of 2010. So, the older the golder, these older boards are really good for gold recovery. And I've got other videos up with me taking those down. So, I have those videos. I have enough videos of this already, and I don't want to spend the time to take the server apart. Again, I'm focusing on just getting this RAM done in process because I have a good sized order that needs to go out tomorrow morning. And, happy customers come back, unhappy customers leave negative feedback. Literally, I mean when I put it up this morning, it literally sold within 5 minutes of me putting it up there. So there is definitely a market for e-scrap. You go to look to buy servers, and the shipping cost is like $80. You can get the server for $20, but you gotta pay $80 to ship it. You're not gonna make money. You're gonna lose money. I am very blessed. I have 2 large IT companies that I do work with, and they're very good about letting me come and pick up. Government auctions, guys, are a really good place to find materials. Craigslist, even Facebook Marketplace, I found a lot of material. If you're really legitimately into e-scrapping, part of the problem is, people are worried about data recovery and their data being everywhere. Having a YouTube channel or a TikTok gives you credibility because people can see you demolishing computers. And, so they know their things are being recycled correctly. And I think that's important. So again, guys, this is shielded RAM. All of these servers had shielded RAM in it. It sells for $9 a pound, just like this. But if I take these heat shields off, it sells for $32 a pound. That's the board sort price. I do sell my e-scrap at whatever board sort is paying. Plus of course eBay fees and shipping and all that. I love board sort. They're fantastic people. But if I can make some of this available to my friends here in the gold community, I'm glad to do that. I'm completely sold out of RAM. I do have backplane boards. I have PCI cards. I have all kinds of really good boards, computer boards, telecom boards, and I'll list them in the eBay store for you. All right, last one, guys. Here we go. So basically what I've done is I've turned $27 into, let's see, $9 a pound times 3. I've turned $27 into $90. I'm just kicking myself for how many times I let shielded RAM just go, and I just sold off the shielded RAM. No more. Hello, hello, Wally up. I do sell RAM. This particular batch of RAM here is already spoken for. I am completely sold out of RAM. As a matter of fact, that's why I went live tonight. I had to pull apart all the servers that I had. And, you know, I knew I had enough to fill the order, but I sold out of RAM this morning. I sell it in 10-pound boxes for $350. And, like I said, man, I sold. This is the first box I sold. That's all packed up, and I have a label here. That's going to one of our friends here on TikTok, one of my subscribers. And this went to somebody on eBay. But you can watch them. Well, you know, it's a little bit, thank you. It's a little bit of work. I mean, for, what, an hour's work, you know, you triple your profit, guys. That's why I do this, you know, to show you these things. And a lot of you guys know this already. But really, I mean, piece of cake getting this, not with the Phillips head, that ain't going to do me any good. Yeah. I'm going to get the aluminum, I'm going to get the RAM, and I've already, of course, made my profit on this. Yeah, those servers were really nice. They were Sun Oracle servers, and you know, just again, it was outdated technology. I mean, the guy who I bought them from, he's an IT recovery person. Thanks, Wally. Appreciate that, Wally up. Actually, like I said, CT Band Instruments on eBay is where you will find my stuff. I eventually will get a separate store up for eScrap. Just not this week. Just got too much going on. The weather's nice. I want to get outside and work in my yard. And I usually post early in the morning, and if I have stuff available, I usually just shoot a quick post up there. Yeah. But this shielded RAM is a piece of cake to take apart. The next thing I have are hard drives that I'll be dismantling. Yeah, this it just comes off. Now I got nice clean aluminum. Got a whole tub of it. I got probably a 5-gallon jug, 5-gallon bin filled with it. Hello, Kevin. How you been? You really tough weekend for a lot of people. I'm so sorry for those poor people from the University of Florida and the poor people dealing with the terrible storms that are hitting right now. Prayers up, guys. Really, a lot going on out there in the world. I'm very grateful for the TikTok community. You guys keep me focused and you keep me positive. I appreciate you very much. Well, the thing is, Michelle, is these are if you look at what's in the server, they're actually really worth the price. The board itself is full of copper, gold, and all kinds of things for precious metal recovery. So, you know, so they're worth it. But a lot of the ones I stripped down, I'm just selling the boards and some other things. But it's cheaper than buying, you know, the parts are cheaper than buying the server and having it shipped to you if you're doing gold recovery. You know, I've already done the work for you. And happily so. You know, that's how I make my money. Take the stuff apart, put it up for sale. You know, I make a little bit of money on the shred. I make a little bit of money on the wires. And, yeah. Hello, Jeremy. Thank you. By the way, guys, thanks for the gifts. Appreciate that. I got a lot of good things happening, and I'm looking forward to really expanding the channel. I really have only been doing this, I think, for a month, maybe a month and a half. Also planning on doing some things from my music studio with TikTok that I'm really excited with. This is all since the beginning of the live, guys. It doesn't take that long and you're going to make a lot more money. And I did not have to heat these. This thermal paste on the servers, the shielded RAM, it comes right off. You know, you're going to get a little bit of this, but, you know, you're selling it for scrap. You're not selling it for reuse. So I'll weigh this for you in a second. I'll let you know what we've actually got. Okay, 16, just like that. All right. So again, I'll take the paste up. Oh yeah. Well, they're worth it. I mean, they're oh, I need a bigger bucket. The Cisco makes really good boards. Sun makes really good boards. Dell is hit or miss. You know, you got to know what you're looking for. So let me weigh this up for you guys real quick. I'll tell you what's here. My scale is just three steps to my right here. All right. That's all since I started the live, guys. Takes no time at all. Alright, let me give it a weigh up here. Just gonna zero out the scale. My guess is 5 pounds. I actually have a cheat sheet somewhere with how much shielded RAM. You know, I have a cheat sheet somewhere with all that stuff on it. But 2.4. Hang on, guys. I just dropped a bunch. 5 pounds. Yeah, so we got 5 pounds of nice clean RAM, and I'll do the other 5 pounds in the morning, and get that all sent out. Yeah, but you know, one of those working RAMs are selling between 40 and 55 cents per RAM. Well, that's true, but the problem is you have to test these things. If you're going to sell CPUs, you're going to sell RAM or gaming cards, you got to be able to test them. And I don't always have that option. So, you know, I sell it for scrap and I sell it for parts. This way it's not going to come back and bite me, you know where. I don't have to worry about it. All right, everybody, I want to wish you a splendid, joyous, and blessed weekend. A very happy Easter. Like I said, I usually go live early Sunday morning. I'm just not sure I'm going to do it this week with the holiday and stuff. I don't know. Frankly, it depends if I have anything left to scrap. That's one of the fun things about doing the live is I really try to mix it up. I've got a lot of different kinds of servers that I've scrapped for you. This was something different today. I've done a hard drive video. And, you know, I want to make sure I have good content before I go live. All right, everybody. God bless and good night and happy Easter. Thank you, John. Thank you, While I Up. Appreciate that. All the best to you and your family. Take care. God bless and stay wonderful. Bye-bye. You and your family. Take care. God bless and stay wonderful. Bye-bye.